Hello, and welcome to episode number 29 of the 1-5. I'm your podcast hostess, Trisha Lewis, the self-designated tech goddess, and I'll be coming to you weekly in this audio podcast format with great EdTech tools, tips, and tricks. In this week's episode, I will be talking about the Freeform iOS app. The Freeform app is a relatively new app to the Apple family and is free. You can think of it as a part of the iWork, iLife series of apps that includes Pages, Keynote, Numbers, iMovie, GarageBand, and Clips. Freeform came as a part of the iOS iPadOS 16.2 update, so it should already be on your device, but if you don't see it, you can make sure you're updated and then load it from the App Store. Oh, and if you're a Mac user, Freeform is also available for the Mac as well. Freeform is an endless whiteboard app. It has similarities to Miroboard, FigJam, or even the new whiteboard function in Canva. You can bring together photos, drawings, sticky notes, links, and files onto a creative space. It is also a collaborative space, and you can invite people to work together on a Freeform board. In this way, it also reminds me of Google Jamboard. To me, it also has flavors of Prezi because of the way that you can zoom in and out of the different areas of the boards. The tools in the Freeform app include the Scribble pen. That means when you're using an Apple Pencil, you can write and then your handwriting is converted to typed text. You also have the pen, pencil, crayon, fill tool, eraser, and the selection tool. Of course, you can choose color, opacity, and pen size as well with many of the tools. Missing in Freeform is the highlighter that is present in Pages. For some reason, this is also missing in Keynote. In my opinion, Apple should standardize their tool set. In another curious turn, the drawing tools are not available on the Mac. Now, I maybe understand that to a point because a Mac is not a touchscreen device, but you can certainly connect something like a Wacom tablet to your Mac and use those tools. What is great about Freeform is the true freedom of what you can do in the space. Grab a photo and annotate it, import a document, put in links, bring in a video, and add sticky notes to different areas. It is a really interesting app. To take Freeform to the next level, you can narrate a Freeform board like a presentation. Make sure that screen recording is added to your control center, and then you can start a screencast with Freeform and your voice. That video will save to your Photos app, and then you can even share it inside of a Freeform board. If you have an iPhone, iPad, or Mac, I encourage you to give Freeform a try. It is a fun way to collect ideas for yourself or to share and collaborate with others. Do you want to learn more about EdTech in your learning environment? Check out my website, trishalewis.com. There you can explore my resources, subscribe to my weekly email newsletter, and contact me. Don't want to miss any episodes in the future? Be sure to go to your favorite podcast app and search for the 1-5 podcast and subscribe. Feel free to review and rate and let me know what you think of this podcast. Keep in mind the information shared on this podcast may take additional clearances from your tech department to work properly in your district, school, or classroom. I have vetted all the information shared on this podcast and is available and/or correct on the date the podcast is originally published. But remember that services, sites, or products can change or become unavailable without a lot of notice. Thanks for listening, and join me next week for another episode of the 1-5.